today's topic is going to be how to manage stress. Number one, limit your time watching the news. Watching the news is something you need to do for a certain amount of time just to know what's going on. But other than that, don't keep watching and getting stressed because of what's going on around the world. As long as you're aware, you know what's happening, you know what you should do in your own setting with your own country or a state or wherever you are, that's the important thing. And that's all really you need to know. Otherwise, it can be very stressful. Number two is don't let go of the healthy lifestyle behaviors that you know about. You know that you should exercise. You know that you should eat right. You know that you should get enough sleep. You know that you should get some fresh air and some sunshine. You know all of those things. In fact, we'll be talking about those a little more and why those things are important. But it so happens that when you're stressed, we usually let go of those things that we know we should do. And that sets us up for illness. That sets us up for lowering our immune system. So even if during the first days of this time when you're shut inside, that you kind of let those things go because of the situation that we're in, try to get back to them now. You can do it. Think about those things because you really need to take care of yourself. Number three is to be grateful. Now, there's a lot of bad things going along all over the world, but we can still be thankful for some things. And so I would like you to think about your own life and think of three things that you're grateful for. I think when we do this, this sets our mind up to be more positive thinking. And then we find that when we compare ourselves to others and what they're suffering, we have a lot to be thankful for. So before you go to bed at night, think of at least three things that you're thankful for. If you like, start a gratefulness journal and write those things down. If journaling is not your thing, then just think about them before you go to sleep. What that does is help your mind be more positive. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll have a more positive mood. And when you wake up, do that again. Think of three other things you're thankful for before you even crawl out of bed. And that will set a good mood for the day and help you to do the things that you know you should do as far as lifestyle behaviors. And number four is to forgive others. Now, you might be surprised that I threw that in for helping you lower your stress. But forgiving others, or I should say not forgiving others, puts a very big burden on you. It makes you stressed. Every time you think of what people have done to you and ruminate on it and think about how you can get back at them, that's very stressful. So how do we get rid of that? Now, forgiveness, don't misunderstand. Forgiveness does not mean that what those people did to you were okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. But forgiving them does not say it's okay. What forgiveness does is take a burden off of you. When you take the burden off of you, you can go forward. You can leave that hurt behind. Don't let them continue to hurt you by what they've done to you and how you have to think about it every day. No. Close your mind to that thought and think of something more positive. Because what you want to do is to concentrate on your future. You want to concentrate on your goals. And if you have that unforgiveness hanging over your head, that's going to be very hard to do, and it's going to hold you down. So just let it go. Every time you think of it, just let it go. Just let it go, and you'll find that a lot of your stress will go away. The last point, number 5, that I'd like to leave with you is about worry. Worry is something you do about something you can't do anything about. Now, if there's something you can do, then you should do it. But many times, and in fact, in this situation that we're in right now, there are many things we cannot do. It's not in our hands. So in those cases, we really need to stop worrying and start trusting God. God loves us. God's there to help us. God cares for us. And when we say, God, I've done all I can in this situation, I'm going to leave the rest to you, then we can let it off of our own shoulders. We don't have to take responsibility for it anymore. We let God take the responsibility, and God will surprise you with many blessings that you never thought were possible.